Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our October 2021 tarot reading, and this will be for the sign of Sagittarius. As I shuffle the cards, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Beginning of the month, I'll take a card from the top. Middle of the month, I'm going to take a card from the center. And the end of the month, I'm going to take a card from the bottom. So we begin the month with the 10 of Wands. Okay, so in the beginning of the month, what we're expecting here is, and this is the Gothic Tarot, in case you're wondering what tarot deck I'm using. I figured it was very appropriate for Halloween, and I'm sure that, everyone out there could appreciate this at this time of year. But anyway, I diverse there. So this card is a card of feeling overwhelmed, okay? You're feeling like you're taking on too much, and we all do this, okay? Until we learn our lesson, when we become so depleted and exhausted that we can't help anyone or even help ourselves. So this is telling you that, maybe you need to delegate some tasks in the beginning of the month, because you're just feeling so weighed down. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You need to balance this out, because too much work and not enough play will eventually affect your emotional, physical well-being. So something is really weighing you down very heavily in the beginning of the month, and you want to make sure that it doesn't turn into something that's going to affect you physically, because when we're exhausted and stressed, it affects our bodies in ways that we may not recognize until it's too late. So this is telling you that, be careful of what you're taking on at this time. You may need to say no so you don't regret it later. And then in the middle of the month, we have the Page of Swords. Now, the pages bring in news, okay? So the Page of Swords here appearing in the middle of the month, expect to receive a disappointing message. Okay, I'm not going to candy coat it. And a disappointing message could be something very simple. It doesn't have to be like a catastrophe or life-altering, message that you're never going to be the same again. Don't let it frighten you. But it's a message that maybe you were wishing it was more of a positive message, but it's not. Something disappointing. Or maybe it's just some messages being delayed. You're waiting to hear on something, and you're just going to have to wait a little longer. So this could also mean delayed. However, when I think of the Page of Swords, I think of some person who's gossipy, someone who's like a troublemaker behind the scenes. So you might even have that going on in the middle of the month, where you find out someone is gossiping about you. Someone is spreading false information, talking behind your back. Okay, so be aware of that, and I'm sure most of you, when you hear that, you know exactly who I'm talking about. So whoever first comes to your mind, it could very well be that person who's saying things that are negative behind your back in the middle of the month. And then at the end of the month, you have the Six of Swords, okay? And the Six of Swords is you moving away from a toxic situation. So it's possible whoever this person is, or whatever this disappointing news is making you, move away from it, leave the situation, okay? Whatever it is, you're moving on at the end of the month to calmer waters, okay? You're not staying stuck. You're not staying in this toxicity. You're not wearing yourself out. Maybe you're doing too much for someone in your life and they're not giving back. And this is what the burden is that you have to release, And then you're finding out this disappointing news, or, about someone talking behind your back, where at the end of the month you've had enough and you're moving away from a situation, okay? And just know that, harmony is going to be restored in your life, okay? By you letting go of whatever this is, okay, this burden, okay, you're moving to calmer waters. You're going to straighten your life out by releasing the situation, whether it's a person, place, or thing, okay, and you're moving out of the storm, and you're moving on to calmer waters. If you've experienced a difficult time, this card assures you that matters are going to improve and harmony is going to be restored in your life. And I know when we're going through these storms, it seems like forever that we ever wonder if things are going to calm down. But this card is telling you it is. Okay? Things will change. And this could be a physical journey. Maybe some of you are going to be traveling, physically, or maybe just a mental journey where spiritually you're evolving and you're moving on from it, in your mind and in your emotions, or you could physically be moving. But whatever it is, you're going to be moving into a calmer direction and harmony is going to be restored. How beautiful. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe because I will be back with more.